It's been a while since I spoke to the camera. A lot has changed in the last month or so. I guess 2 months. Notably, I'm striking the ball so much better, and consequently getting much more distance with all of my clubs. That's really a great thing. Still not scoring well, but that's okay. That'll come. Getting used to the distance that I'm hitting the ball is key to that, I think. I just played at a little course up near where I live, and what a great little round. One of the things that I really am trying to focus on is to just be aware of, the beauty of a golf course and the being out in nature. And it was just a beautiful evening. And when you go into golf, playing a game relaxed like that and having that kind of an attitude, great things happen. I actually had a couple of birdies and a whole bunch of pars. It was an easy course, but still, just a whole different awareness, a whole different level of awareness. One of the things that I'm still struggling with is focusing on each individual shot, letting go of bad shots, not getting too excited about good shots, but focusing on the next shot and what I have to do. I lose my focus, I lose concentration, and that's when I make mistakes. And of course that builds frustration, and then when I realize it was because I wasn't focusing, I get even more frustrated. It's so important to concentrate and focus on each and every shot. The amazing thing is, I'm only doing it for a few seconds. There have been some times in the past month or so that I really have become impatient. And I'm so grateful for Andy because he is so patient, and his patience really helps me to calm down and recognize that it's all a process, and in time and with patience, I'll get to where I'd like to be in my game. Slow but sure, it's a process, it's coming along. Patience, that's what I need for.
So we're about a little more than halfway through the project, and I think it's going well. Score-wise, getting a little bit better, but the biggest improvements I see are in things like his putting, his chipping. So short game's getting much better, hitting the ball much farther and more solid. So the way that I outlined it to John at the beginning of this thing was basically we're going to work on his short game first, see what we can do with that, and I think that part went really well, and he's definitely doing better in that aspect. Second part, I told him he needed to hit it farther if he wanted to shoot lower scores, because there were some holes, and he's playing some pretty difficult golf courses, so there's some holes where he's playing long par 4s that are 430 yards, 440 yards, and he could not reach them before. Now hitting it farther, he's able to hit it on the green, or certainly just right in front of the green in 2 shots, and give himself a better chance at making par. The game's much easier the farther you hit it. If you look at a lot of the guys on television now, they're not very proficient with some of their longer clubs, 3-4 iron, because they don't hit them. They hit lots of drivers, they hit lots of wedges. I'm talking about at the top level. So we're trying to get him to be able to hit it farther, so he's hitting a shorter club into the green. And one of the problems now is that he's just not familiar with his new distances, so he's hitting it probably a little bit farther than he's used to, hitting it over some greens. Just the other day, when we were down there hitting balls, it sort of looked to me like the driver shaft that he was using was probably a little bit too flexible. So I happened to have mine in my bag. I let him hit it. And the one that I have is much heavier and more stiff. So I thought maybe he'd hit it better, and he did. And he's going to use that one now for a little while and see what happens. But he definitely hit it better. And the faster he swings, the more the shaft's going to flex. So he needs something that's a little bit more stiff so he doesn't hit it offline. So what we're going to do next time he's going to come out is film him. We're going to put him on the launch monitor, and we're going to film him hitting some shots. Take a look at things like club head speed, ball speed, things of that nature, and make sure he has the right equipment. Because now that he's swinging the club a little bit differently, what he was using before might not fit him anymore. So from here on in, we're going to just do a little tweaking and really work on the course management side of it. That's sort of phase 3. And I think he'll start shooting some lower scores pretty soon. But so far, I'm happy with the progress.